Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're sun, moon or rising sign Capricorn, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you and which part resonates most with you. So if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week is the Devil card. Now, I know a lot of you are probably like, oh my gosh, here we go. But remember, the Devil card is actually the card that represents you, and it does have some positive attributes to it. Like what I hear you say, staying power. One of the things that you are known for, holding on to something until it is done, holding on to something until it has seen its completion. This is one of the things that Capricorns are known for. And this week I feel like you're tapping into that energy. It's like maybe you're gearing up for some form of a battle. Maybe you are gearing up to start a business. Like whatever it is, the energy, the strength and the power that you need on the internal level this week to get something done or to initiate something or to start a journey with something. It's like this week you're gathering that strength to you and you're saying, you know what, I have my eye on the prize. I have my eye on the goal. I know what it is that I want and I'm going to exercise every shred of my being. This is one of the reasons the Devil card can, you know, sometimes talk about obsession, right? And, you know, if you've ever seen a Capricorn when it comes to their work or their career, it's not far off, right? So in many ways, I kind of feel like this week you are tapping into your own energy because you have something very big that you want to do. You're very clear on this. It's like, you know what, this is the thing. This is the next step. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that happen, to the point where maybe you are getting obsessed about it. But this is the thing as well, you know, and I'm a big believer in this. Like, if there's something that you love, something that you want to achieve, something that you want to do, it's not enough to have a surface level knowledge. You've got to be obsessed, you know, but in the best way, not like in a, you know, like obsessed kind of, you know, like lurking around corners and stuff. Nothing like that. For your actions and options this week, you have the 9 of Pentacles coupled with the Devil card. This is actually really nice. However, there is another way that this can show up. One, workaholic tendency, definitely possible this week. You could be so bogged down with or stuck in the details this week that you might take it a little bit too far. Just remember, you've got people around you that love and care for you. You know, it's like, you know, where you have that one glance up from the desk after like 6 hours and then you just disappear back into what you're doing. That's one way this can show up. Another way it could show up for you as well, it's like this week you could be prepared to spend whatever you have to make sure that something is done right. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, as an example, let's say it were the pouring of the foundations for building a house. You spend what you need to make sure it's done right, you know, from the ground up. There is that kind of energy that pervades this week. The 9 of Pentacles really suggests to me that this week you are trying to smooth off the rough edges. This week you are really trying to get to the heart of not only what matters to you, but more importantly, you are trying to do, be and have the best experience that you can possibly have, even if that means that it's the best that money can buy. For your communication and conversations, you have the 6 of Wands. What a powerhouse week for you guys. You're communicating clearly, you're communicating effectively. You might even, if I'm honest, come across as a little bit forceful. I mean, a Capricorn coming across as forceful in a conversation. Now, I ain't mad at you, right? You guys know who you are. I know who you are. And I think if you've been with me long enough, you know that I love Capricorns. I've dated 3 of you guys. I have 2 Capricorn sisters and one of my granddads, God rest him, was a Capricorn. I know Capricorn energy very well, and I have a lot of love for Capricorn. So for those of you that are new and you're thinking like, oh, he's just bashing us with all of the stereotypical Capricorn stuff, we got a long history. All right. You're communicating very clearly this this week, possibly coming across a bit forceful, but at the same time, this is because you're very aware of something this week. Now, conversations may take many twists and turns and detours this week. And it is going to be up to you across the board, whether this is, personal, professional, or platonic. It's going to be up to you to steer the ship this week. Like, yours is going to have to be the firm hand on the tiller when it comes to communications. You've got to keep everybody on track. When it comes to those of you that work for somebody else, quite frankly, this could be literally just you deciding, you know what, I'm not happy where I am, so I need to do something about it. You could be having that conversation about your future this week with a boss, with a superior, if you're not already the boss or the superior, quite frankly. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, etc., this is really about you getting out there. Like, this is you looking for new leads, looking for new prospects, looking for new ways of contacting people, maybe even reaching different aspects of the demographic that you're a part of, or maybe even finding ways to cross industries with other industries as well. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, Six of Wands takes on a little bit of a different approach, because it kind of suggests to me that this week you're going to take stock of yourself and your life, but it might even be that someone highlights to you where maybe you have skills that are still yet to be not developed, but maybe refined is probably the better word for it. It's like this week, something that you enjoy doing may come up and it's like, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, I've got that skill. It's not quite, something's a little bit rusty, but you're like, you know what? Yeah, I forgot how good I am at this, which is great. And it could end up being something that's very beneficial for you or somebody that you care for. For your money and materials, you have the Strength card, right? So there is an element here of something shaping up in the career, something going on in the work sector. I mean, you've got, look at these, that's just beautiful. There's this really strong sense this week that you are speaking well, communicating well, that you're coming across well. This is a great week for interviews if you're hoping to have one. It's a great week for you to find a way to sell yourself, because it's not only that you've got the gift of the gab, you've got the goods to back it up as well. When it comes to your money and your finances, this is a week for you to really ask yourself, what is it that you actually desire? Just saying like, I want more money or I want more responsibility, that's not enough. When it comes to your material existence, how much more money do you want to make? This is about you getting very clear on something so you can start building the steps towards it. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, look, you could do a lot worse than the Strength card. It's surrounded by the Nine of Pentacles. It's got the Six of Wands next to it. The Strength card is great. Health, vitality are going to be good. This obsessive sort of nature, though, may wreak havoc on... the Strength card suggests all of the leonine stuff, right? So this would be the heart, the spine, that general sort of area. But for some reason, the message that's coming through is the stomach. So, sometimes you have that whole mental thing that affects the tummy. Just keep that in mind. When it comes to your home and environment, quite frankly, this is literally you beautifying the home, making it more invitable, making it more hospitable, just making it, like somewhere that is lush, vibrant, somewhere that feels great to you, not just for you, but eventually to welcome other people in, as things start to open up. Lovely. For your love and relations, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new start in your relationship. And I really like this for a lot of you. For those of you that are in relationships or partnerships, there is good news for the relationship. There is a strong sense of you guys stepping forward together. You got this Strength card here as well. This could be an improvement to yours or the partner's finances, and for both of you in some way, shape or form, the work is going to improve, and so therefore the collective pot that you put into is also going to improve. For those of you that are single, this is a great week to meet someone. I do have to say, if you are meeting someone, it's very likely to be somebody that is very different from you, possibly somebody that is younger than you as well. If they're not younger than you, they will have a very youthful outlook. They'll have a very, very practical, very earthy, very down to earth, but they will have a vibrancy about them. And the thing is, you yourself this week are more attractive, especially because, I mean, look, you've got the Nine of Pentacles in your sector. So the way that you present yourself is magnetic and sexy and lush this week. And you are attracting that vibe, you know, in whatever way, shape or form it shows up for you. Obviously that's going to differ, you know, as to where you are, who you connect with, etc. But all in all, a pretty great week. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.